Going to work on a ship for the first time is an adventure, one that requires careful preparation. Once you are interviewed and become an accepted candidate for hire, you will receive an information booklet to guide you through the pre-embarkation process, including what to bring with you. This booklet was created to give you as much information as you might possibly need about shipboard life, and it's essential that you read it through thoroughly. If you have any unanswered questions after reading the booklet, make sure to ask your recruiting agent or contact. Remember, there's no such thing as a dumb question.
Hello, welcome to Oceania Cruises. My name is Terry and I'm the Crew Resource Manager, and I would like to tell you what your first week is going to be like on board our vessel.
You will be traveling from home to join the ship in the port of call it is in. And for some of you, this may be far from home. It certainly can be a long and tiring journey for many of you. When you get to the ship, you will first clear the port's security. You will then be asked to show your identification, so have your passport and your employment contract available to show the security agent. You will then be taken to the gangway, where you'll be asked to board the ship. Once on board, the ship's security team will again check your identity, and your luggage will also be scanned. You will then be escorted to the area where the sign-in procedure takes place, which is generally outside the crew purser's office or in the crew bar. You will receive your life jacket and safety card. Your life jacket is numbered and assigned to a specific position on board in case of an emergency. Learn your safety number, which is written on the front of your life jacket. The officer will give you an appointment to meet later to receive specific instructions regarding your duties in case of an emergency on board. The computer operator will give ICS crew members sign-on documents to fill out on the spot. After you turn in these documents back to the computer operator, have your passport, your medical form, your seaman's book, the yellow fever card, STCW or safety certificate, and your employment contract all together so that you are ready to meet with the crew purser. You then go to the crew purser's office with all of your documents, and you do the sign-in process with the crew purser. Your passport, seaman's book, and yellow fever card are kept by the crew purser in a safe for your entire stay on board, so that it is on hand whenever requested by the immigration authorities of the different countries the ship visits. When you've completed the sign-on process, the crew purser will give you an appointment time to meet with the safety officer. If you are an ICS crew member, the crew purser will also give you an appointment time to meet with the computer operator again later in the day. Let's watch as crew members sign on the regatta.
Do you have your medical certificates? Yes, I do. Any STCW safety certificates? Anne-Marie. My name is Paul, I'm the crew purser.
Okay, got it.
How was your journey in?
Long.
Long.
Very long. On the lap results.
Okay. I'm just going to take your picture. Okay, after 3, 1, 2, 3.
For cabin key.
This is for your cabin key and boarding card. Okay, this is also used if you want to purchase something from the gift shops upstairs. It's it'll also charge directly onto your shipboard account. Okay. Okay, so this is the key to your room. It's room 2312, and Maya will show you that.
2312.
2312.
After meeting the crew purser, you'll be escorted to your cabin. The cabins are small and usually contain 2 bunks, a desk, and a bathroom with a shower stall. Your escort will also tell you when and where to report for duty later in the day, and you'll have time to unpack and procure your uniforms. If you work in the housekeeping department, and if it's guests' embarkation day, you may be asked to report for duty immediately. Embarkation is a busy day for the housekeeping staff. During your first week on board, you'll attend many safety and security meetings, and for the length of your stay on board, you will attend a weekly crew boat drill. The instructions you will receive at these meetings and drills are vital to your safety and the safety of everyone on board. Roll call is taken during the boat drill, and attendance of all crew is mandatory. The crew boat drill takes place when the ship is in port and most passengers are ashore, and lasts around 1 hour. It simulates what would happen if a real emergency forced the crew and guests to abandon the vessel.
During the week, you will see me for additional training, and part of that will be a welcome induction. You will have a tour of the ship and get to know some of the officers and understand what our policies are, and then we'll call you in for something called Signature Service. That's our guest contact skill program, and you'll be with me for 3 trainings with that. And later on, when you finish your first cruise, I will be happy to invite you to a welcome breakfast in the Grand Dining Room where we can talk about your first cruise or 2 and see where you are, see how your adjustment is going, and have you make recommendations for the next group of new joiners so that we can make it a little easier for them based on your personal experience. In the meantime, we welcome you aboard and hope that this is a great contract for you. I just want to assure you that we're all here to help you and that you're not alone.
Listen to some of the Regatta's crew members talking about their first experience on board a cruise ship.
It was good. It was a bit scared because he didn't know what to expect and know the people we were going to work with. So I was a bit scared, but it was fine. Yeah, it was good.
It was like scaring, like. Yes, I do remember my first day, but I would like to say it's a little bit tough, a little bit lost, you know. I mean, new place, new people, new language. But end of the day, you are happy, you know. You learn a lot of things to be here. You are very happy to be here, end of the day.
It's a big adjustment. It's learning to work with people from all over the world. It's a totally different system to on land. But it's just, yeah, it takes about a month just to learn to fall in and to work.
For me, no. I come here to look for my future.
First day you get this information, hundreds of thousands of tons of information. You don't know what to do. You get in the dining room, they told you, forget everything what you did before on the ground. You have to start to learn from the zero. And that's the truth, you have to start to learn from the zero. The first day is actually your ground zero. You're starting everything beginning.
I was really, you know, scared because it was my first time, you know.
Yeah, my first day on board the ship was terrific, and it was very impressive for me because it was a big ship, 1,800 passengers, and it was very hard for me to make my way around the ship.
Well, my very first day on board of the ship was very overwhelming. It was the first time I was ever going on board of a cruise ship, and I was excited, I was nervous, and at the same time I was eager to start my new experience on the cruise ship. I would say the first week on board, it is the toughest. I've of course learned that the first month is tough also, because we are adapting to our work area, we are adapting to our work schedule, we are going to courses, safety courses, orientation courses, additional to our work schedule. So I would say it is very overwhelming the first 2-3 weeks, even the first month.
Oh, my very first day on board of cruise ships, it was absolutely, for me it was disaster. Why? Because everybody were running, I didn't know what's going on around. First time on board, first touch with the ship and everything, it was really, actually from one side, bad experience, but it was one side as well, nice experience. Why? Because you can find yourself and to organize yourself and to find yourself in this kind of job. You will get the help. Why? Because whenever you come on board, there is always somebody who is very helpful, especially your supervisors, to put you on the right track and to show you the way how you will perform on the floor and any kind of venues on board.
I remember my very first day on board, I was terrified. I was so tired from traveling and I had to work straight away, so I was terrified. How I made it through is I had very, very helpful colleagues who showed me around and showed me how the work is to be done. So I survived the first day. I thought I wouldn't, but I did.
My first day got better because the people were really nice and everybody helped me around, the people that I work with and my roommate.
The first week on board was very overwhelming. There was a lot of training. We didn't really get time to mix with a lot of people because of the training. It was very ongoing. It was very intense training as well. There was a lot of information that we had to take in when we first got on board.
As you can see, everyone who preceded you on board went through the same experience. Give yourself time to adapt. And remember, we are happy to have you with us.